Hey guys, what is going on? This is Cardinal Bird 5. Today I kind of have a mini player review, I guess you could call it now. You guys should have already seen the Tom Seaver review. I'm going to call this more of a mini review or initial impression. I've actually used the Flashback Zach Greinke on one of my alternate accounts. I decided just to give him a try. Now, this card to me was intriguing. I kind of had a feeling it wouldn't be a great card, and not to spoil anything. I'm not saying it's a terrible card. But it obviously has glaring weaknesses, and I want to talk about that a little bit. I also want to talk about, I was kind of disappointed how San Diego Studios rated this card, but we're going to try to focus more on the review aspect. But I do want to say, if you actually look at Zach Greinke's stats from the year of this flashback, I believe his hits per nine could definitely be higher, especially in comparison to some of the pitchers today. Also, if you kind of put it on a curve into which Zach Greinke's rookie year took place, offense was a little bit higher and whatnot. I think they need to start taking that into consideration, especially for some of the legends. But that's a different story for a different time. Let's go ahead and get down to breaking down this Zach Greinke card. Looking at his base attributes, he comes with 97 stamina, so he can definitely pitch deep into the games. Although I don't put a lot of emphasis on stamina. The biggest problem with this card, as you guys can probably tell, is the hits per nine and K per nine. Now I feel like he just got shafted with hits per nine. If his hits per nine was say 85, 84, in the 80s, I feel like this card would be a lot better. Now we looked at the Tom Seaver, and as I said, if their total hits per nine and K per nine adds up to 160, which would be an average of 80 apiece, I feel like these cards are a little bit are at least going to be usable at that point. I feel like Zach Greinke is right under that threshold. So I do not personally recommend trying to use this card. Again, the final question you guys are going to ask yourselves, is this card worth it? The only way I will say this is worth it is two ways. If you're a big Kansas City Royals fan and you're a big Greinke's fan, sure, go ahead, try this card, get this card. I'm not saying it's a bad card by any means, but it is nowhere near a top 10 card. The other reason, if you already have the Pujols, the Ted Williams, and the Tom Seaver, and you need pitching, why not get this card? Obviously, you have enough tickets, or you're AFKing, or whatever. Give this card a try. You might actually like it. You know, I'm rated in the World Series, or close to, with a lot of my teams, so I'm facing a different type of players. This card might be a little bit more effective for you guys, especially if you're not in the CS yet and you're playing on an all-star difficulty. In the end, it's not a bad card. It's a good card. Obviously, some of his attributes, such as fielding and hitting, inflate his overall to a 98. The hitting is very useful. The fielding, I don't know how much of a difference that actually makes. But again, guys, you can't look at the overall. And finally, he is a little bit cheaper than the other one, so I guess it's not going to hurt your wallet as much, or whatever you want to call it, your tickets. He is $48.50. So I think by relaying this information to you guys, you probably have enough to make a decision on this card. So go ahead and put in the comments if you guys have any questions about this card, if you think you should get it or not. Also in the comments, let me know. You think San Diego Studios did a good job rating this card? I personally, again, I find that it got shafted on his hits per nine. This is going to wrap it up for the mini review / initial impression. Thanks for watching the video, guys. This is Cardinal Number 5 signing out. Peace.